Let's see what this Ranger can do. Hey everyone, what's up? Overworld Games here, and we've got a ton of updates. So let us begin. So yeah, we've got teases for future content. We're going to be talking about the in-game loot situation, new replies and updates from Bioware about that one, and then also cosmetic store updates and quick play information and much more. But check this out right here. This was posted by the voice actress that does the voice work for Faye, Rochelle Neal, who says this in the booth today, and this was posted on February 19th. So this is very recent, and it looks like they're working on post-launch content, and it's also going to be involving Faye. So that's really cool. I really enjoyed her character. I also liked the mystery behind the Corvus and Halleck, of course. So I personally think those are the core characters I enjoyed the most in Anthem. But yeah, cool stuff there. Excited to see what they do with the future content related to her character for sure. Alright, also, let's talk about the in-game loot situation, so let us do this. So, Garrett says this, community is very torn and confused about in-game drops. I think the thing that is fueling the fire most at the moment is the silence on it, since everyone has been fast to answer anything. Can someone give us some form of where we are working on it, I guess you would say. And Jonathan Warner of Bioware says this. He says, we are listening. We want to make sure we give you a great Elder game experience, and the live team will try to make considered adjustments. And the thing is, when it comes to how they have, made this game and the loot, they just don't want to jump in and make a huge, drastic change. It's super important that they do get this right, of course. Now, I have been playing the game, of course, and I've been playing with several different squads. I've been asking everyone, how are your loot drops? Are you pleased with the loot that you're getting? Are you pleased with the frequency of the masterworks and stuff like that? For the most part, people are saying yes. And I've noticed that you guys, when you replied to my most recent video about it, you guys were like saying, hey, we want loot, the good loot, kind of rare. You just don't want to get, rewarded, over-rewarded, I guess you would say, and the game kind of becomes pointless after a while. But at the same time, what happened is that we headed into Grandmaster 3 during free play. We noticed definitely the lack of masterworks and stuff like that. We noticed that didn't feel any different in terms of the rewards from like Grandmaster 2 or Grandmaster 1. So that was definitely noteworthy, and I think that needs to be adjusted going forward for sure. Then there's some other oddities like the Heart of Rage. You can play that on easy and get legendaries. That just seems a little bit odd to me. I think that difficulty should definitely influence the type of drops you are getting, so that you aren't kind of cheesing the game, of course. So let me know your take on this. Post a comment down below how you would handle the loot controversy, I guess we would call it. So get to sounding off in the comments below. Now, some more information updates here. Moonchin says this, I really hope EA doesn't shut down your studio. And once again, we have a reply from Michael Gamble saying this. Lots of folks are playing Anthem, and we've announced our live service plans. Don't worry about that. We are getting great support. So more reassurances there going forward. So yeah, it doesn't look like EA has any plans of stopping Bioware from doing their thing. And, speaking to the actual scores of, Anthem, stuff like that, sure, it scored the 6s and 5s and stuff, but Destiny had a very big future, even though I look back on the scores. They were terrible for Destiny. So we will see what happens with this one, and hopefully they can really nail down that roadmap and that live service. All right, so this was also something noteworthy from Jesse Anderson, who says this. When Alliance points reset today in Anthem, you'll notice you didn't receive any coin, but worry not, you haven't lost anything. The dev team has everything recorded and will be granting all the coin you earned the previous week by 12 p.m. Central Time on February 26th, which of course is going to be today. So there's an update there. And then also some cosmetic store updates. This is from Freelancer Codex, who says this, cosmetic store resets, same stuff that's already been featured. Sad face. And the response was from Ben Irving, who says this, so the challenge is that it was available in early access only, so many people haven't had a chance to get these yet. I take your point, though. We'll think on it. So there you have the answer. That makes sense to me. Yeah, you'd want to encore the items that were available to everyone in early access, or the people that missed out on early access would be complaining. So that makes sense there. But yeah, it makes sense to encore items from time to time, just in case you want that second go around, a second chance. All right, so Paul says this. How often does the store rotate in Anthem? All stores needs timers. And Ben Irving says this. We will end up doing whatever makes the most sense. But for now, we are thinking every 2 to 4 days. So if that's the rotation currently, you can expect every 2 to 4 days the store to refresh. And I'll keep you guys in the know of what is happening with the store as well. All right, let's talk about quick play. I find quick play to be a great way to play the game, by the way. It's a lot of fun, but let's talk about it here. So Joshua says this. Why can't we quick play with a squad? I want to reinforce missions with my wife and work on Valor quests. Please, stronger together. Please respond. Lots of question marks right there. And this was what the response was. Jonathan Warner says this. Hey, Joshua, we are listening. Thanks for bringing this up. But this conversation continues onward. Josh responds saying, thank you for responding. Smiley face. Is this something you are all looking into? Really thought Anthem was about playing together. And I get his concern for sure. And Jonathan reassures we want players to have the best matchmaking experience possible. And that includes quick play. Thanks for playing. So looks like they will be adjusting that going forward. That definitely needs to be adjusted. You should be able to, no matter what, go into a quick match session with your buddies. All right, let's talk about the sound issues now. That's still something that's going on. I personally haven't experienced it since the day 1 patch, thankfully, but people are still experiencing where their sound cuts out. So this was what Jabong says this. Me and my friend sound still stopped mid-game. When will it get fixed? And the response was from Michael Gamble, who says, next patch. So good news, they're going to be doing further fixes towards those sound glitches, which are still such a pain in the butt. Ooh, a masterwork right here. Nice. Yeah, they're going to be adjusting that. So as you can see there, I was getting masterworks even in free play. I got so much loot and masterworks and stuff like that when it came to just exploring the world and just, enjoying it. And we were playing, I think, on Grandmaster 2 at this point. So that might be noteworthy, and I was running some gear with luck, which was probably like 40% luck increase. But yeah, and that seemed to help. All right, so let's talk about further fixes. So Blake says this. Do we have anyone working on the infinite load screens, random crashes, and general non-loading of the world? Love the game, but hate killing an hour trying to gather items, etc. just for the game to crash or die to invisible gunfire and get nothing. And the reply here is this. From Michael, who says this. Yep, we do have folks on that stuff. The problem is those things can be caused by a lot of things, dependent things, and it takes some time to get them all. Rest assured, it will continue to get better and better. So, yeah, the assurance is that they're going to just keep rolling out the patch. It looks like they're constantly working on fixes for this game. All right, so let's go over your reactions to the loot situation. I did that video, you guys know, yesterday. Couldn't believe how much of a hot topic it ended up being because it seems like it's pretty divisive. And you guys let me know how you're feeling about the loot. But this was one of the top comments from Dominic, who says this. You guys have way too much time on your hands. I'm literally on the surface of scratching level 20, and people are already crying about the in-game loot. In World of Warcraft, the loot table for a boss can have an item you need and might not even drop a 1-week lockout. Stop your crying and play the game and enjoy getting loot at the rate it was intended to drop. It's been 3 days, for God's sake. So, yeah, I got a lot of upvotes on this one. For many people, they have not been playing since early access. They just got into this game, and they're basically not even in the end game. And, I do want to say something. I do believe pacing yourself with actually your gaming time. Make sure you enjoy it and savor some of it. Some people are sitting there playing for like crazy amounts of time, but I do believe in kind of stepping away from it for sure. But yeah, we have further comments here. Let's see what Killjoy says. I received 3 masterworks in 3 hours yesterday. Use gear that increase your luck. People are quitting over this? Laughing face. So yeah, luck does seem to help in some situations. And then I had a buddy that was running luck, and he was like, nothing's dropping. Now, finally, stuff did start dropping for him as he did increase his luck build. So that was noteworthy. I'm not too sure if luck is working half the time or not. But overall, I did notice more drops the more I did increase the luck on my gear. So definitely try that out. Also, the whistleblower says this: oh my god, people need to get lives outside of playing video games. I've noticed that the people who do nothing but play games for endless amounts of hours are the biggest complainers. Lord of the game was just released. Give me a break. My comment isn't targeting the original poster. The video was good. People complain way too much. So there's that sentiment again. One of the top comments on the video there. Also, Pascal Ranky says this. Travis Day was 100% right about the strongholds and the difficulty. There should be an incentive to play the harder strongholds such as Temple of Scar and Heart of Rage. There should be better loot drops or other rewards. At this point, I could stick to Tyrant Mine and get the same loot and rewards as the harder strongholds. So, my opinion about the strongholds is I think that they should all have kind of like a base difficulty. Similar difficulties. The only thing that should influence the difficulty is just increasing it. I don't think one stronghold, in my opinion, this is my opinion, let me know if you think I'm wrong. I don't think one stronghold should be just like absolutely impossible to defeat, because then you have a situation where people will matchmake less into it and it's going to be less played. I think just difficulty settings should be influencing you know, the loot drops and loot rate and stuff like that, to kind of keep it where, you know, if you're in a session, you can just bounce around every single stronghold to your heart's content if you just want to play them on hard. You don't want to be playing on hard and then experience a stronghold that's just absolutely insanely possible, and you're like, I'm not going to be the gamer that's going to be play that stronghold ever, and that's such a bummer because it's a beautiful stronghold, really cool bosses and stuff, but you know what? I'm not even going to mess with it. So, we'll see what happens. Let me know if you guys disagree with me on that one. But it's definitely interesting with the things that they can do with this game. I mean, they can have it where you craft sigils that make the difficulty change and stuff like that. Maybe up the rarity of loot drops for certain types of weapons. There's things they can definitely do going forward, but definitely throw your ideas down in the comments below. Curious to see what you guys have to say. But guys, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned here for more. Hope you guys enjoyed some of the gameplay here. Really enjoying the Ranger once again. I've been bouncing back and forth between the Interceptor and the Ranger. And then I'm going to go for the Colossus next. For sure. Can't freaking wait to do that play as the tank. Because I've been seeing like these flamethrowers going off. And I'm like, holy crap, I got to try this. This looks freaking awesome, this flame wall. But guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. And I will see you later. Take care. And see you next time.